do you believe is your role as a leader in combating discrimination and promoting diversity in nursing?
I think we have a very important role. I am so lucky that as president of PNAA, I am able to represent our organization to ANA, where they have a national commission to address racism in nursing. So I know that there is more work that needs to be done, as that report has just been unveiled this year. Our work started last year, and it was really a journey, listening to different individuals, hearing all these stories, being part of sharing our own story, walking in my shoes, they call it, and where I also shared my own experience being discriminated by a patient when the person tells me, why don't you go back to your country, right? At the time, it seems so benign, but then when you think about it, nobody should be really treated that way because, we come here voluntarily on our own in terms of improving ourselves professionally. So, being put in that situation at a young age at the time was really traumatic for me, and I can still remember it. So I think those type of stories that we would like to continue to hear from our other Filipino nurses would be very important, because it's part of the healing process. It's part of trying to understand that this is not normal. What we thought before was being normalized and being hidden as part of structural racism. People are now beginning to understand that there are issues. So I think as we try to raise this awareness, we also need to rewire how we think, right? And also hopefully help those that's coming through and adapt here in the United States will be more assertive and will be able to speak up for themselves.
I completely agree that it's so essential for these stories to come to the surface, and that's why we have the Justly Project, and Ren, you're doing so much for that as well. So thank you. And Mary Joy, as a person of color, what is your message to nurses who see you as a role model? And what advice would you give to them who are also becoming nurses?
I think you just need to know who you are as a person, be comfortable where you come from, and always be a lifelong learner. I think that's very important. That's what I value for myself. I think growing up with a mother who is a teacher, I'm always continuing to educate myself. I learn a lot from everyone. I learn a lot from you. I am so blessed that I learn a lot from Ren as well. So I think that's the message that I would always give to anyone. Always pursue learning, and also be that bridge to others, because that's how you'll be able to help another person be a better example